Hey everybody, it's time for another Game Pickup video, and today it's going to be all about the Nintendo Switch. I like that console. I think a lot of people enjoy the Nintendo Switch, and I also think a lot of people enjoy the Switch too. Maybe some YouTubers don't. They all apparently hate it. I don't know what you're doing and what you have been playing though on the Switch too. Some YouTubers are crazy. Anyway, that's a different rant. I'm not gonna go into details about that. No, don't. Listen, I like the Switch. 1 and 2. I do. But yeah, I like collecting for the Switch, and yeah, that's also I think that was kind of like obvious in the last couple of months or so. I've shown like quite a few games that I've been picking up for the Switch. I think it's a very nice console to collect for. And especially now where some of the prices might go down a little bit, or at least the games that I still want are available and not for full price. And got 4 games to show and nothing crazy expensive, all around like 15 euros or even below that. Maybe the final one is a bit higher. Yeah, you will see though. I'm happy with all of them. One of them it might not be so good. You all know. But I had to get it. I had to get it. It was on my list for a very long time, and the price was just right. The price has been like okay for like longer than a year though. But every time I was thinking, maybe later. But now I felt like no, don't, because if you say later now, you might not see it anymore. Anyway, the first one is SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Now, I like SpongeBob. Am I the biggest fan? No, but I really appreciate SpongeBob. I have watched the cartoon like in the past, but always felt like I was maybe a bit too old for it. It wasn't really like a part of my daily life or so. If I would see it on TV, I would watch it, but yeah, again, I was maybe a bit like too old to actually follow along with like SpongeBob. You know, I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was growing up and going to school and such. Way different though. Maybe cooler. I don't know. But yeah, SpongeBob, I like it though. And what I've always seen of it, I appreciated it. And it's one of those things though. This is a very odd thing to say, but I want to say I really prefer or appreciate the Dutch voiceovers with SpongeBob, because SpongeBob is way more annoying in Dutch when compared to like the English variant. This one is in English though, but again, in short, there's some appreciation from my side for SpongeBob, and really want to check out like Rehydrated at some point. I own like the original version on the GameCube, and I do have the PlayStation 4 version. But you know, hearing that this one should run pretty steady on the Switch 2 with 60 FPS, I was thinking, you know, maybe there's like a small graphical downgrade. Like I'm okay with it. I will keep both versions for now, like the PlayStation 4 version and Switch version. But most likely at some point I will, you know, most likely it will sell like the PlayStation 4 version again, or just keep it because it's SpongeBob. But yeah, I really wanted to add this one, and yeah, was able to get this for 15. Seemed like a very good price for a platformer, and yeah, whenever I see gameplay footage of it, I just want to play more of it. And yeah, especially before the summer, I was more in the mindset of like, hey, I want to play some platformers. We picked up like that a couple of like the Donkey Kong games. Donkey Kong Bonanza is a fantastic game, by the way. I love it. Finished it 103%. What a game. Anyway, this video is not about that. But yeah, platformers. I really want to get like more platformers on the Switch. So after picking this one up, the SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, I was also checking out the Cosmic Shake. Now, this might be the lesser of the two, like, from what I could gather, people like it, but not as much as like Bikini Bottom. And that is okay, but when I look at like gameplay footage, I think, you know, this looks like a very enjoyable platformer, nothing too crazy, but that's okay. I don't know the length of the game or anything about it, but I just like the look of it. Not sure like how comparable this one is with the graphics when you check out like the PlayStation 4 version. The thing that I know though is that this one does not run at like 60 FPS but 30 FPS, but a steady one on the Switch 2. Also, as long as it's like steady or it's not like slowing down too much, like I'm okay with it. I might pick up the PlayStation 4 version as well to compare it. I don't know what it is with SpongeBob. I'm not the biggest fan, but again, my appreciation is just like very high. I think it's just the visuals, like the art style itself. When I see it, it looks cool, you know. But yeah, I had to get like Cosmic Shake. It seems again, it just seems very fun. I'm not sure if the PlayStation 4 version runs at 60 FPS, but I am gonna assume it does. Now, the following title is the game that, yeah, I kept postponing like picking it up because on the Switch 1 it didn't run so well. On the Switch 2 it runs better, but it's still like terrible. But it's one of those games that I just wanted to check out or at least own because I really like the first one, and it's Deadly Premonition 2. Now, this game, I've seen it like for a long time, for around like 10, even like 8 or 12. And it's always those one of those situations like I could buy it, but then with the shipping it's too much. Maybe I need to buy more for free shipping, and then I kept postponing it and like I will pick it up later. But now I was in a store that had it for 10, and I was thinking, yeah, now is actually the time to pick it up. But yeah, on the Switch 2, apparently it's still like not like the best game to play like performance wise. But I like Deadly Premonition. I know the second one is not the best, but it felt like for that price, I will pick it up because it could get like a little bit cheaper, but not too much, right? But yeah, it's a shame. Don't expect like ever that there's gonna be like a patch to make it run a bit better on the Switch 2. Am I correct in saying that driving around is like crazy? Or maybe that is if you actually play like Deadly Premonition 1, like Origins on the Switch. Maybe that version is even buggier when you play it on the Switch 2. Anyway, I'm not expecting like anything great, but yeah, just wanted to. This one is truly something for the collection, and at some point check it out for briefly, but not for a full playthrough. But yeah, for 10, like, okay, I will go along with that, right? And the final one, yeah, very curious about it, but also wanted to pick this one up because it's yeah, maybe part of like a sub collection-ish. No, it is part of a sub collection. I spoke about it before because I do want to talk or do want to have like collect all the first party Nintendo titles on the Switch. Still, it's a long list, man. At some point we will go over that list, maybe once I'm almost done with the collection or done with that sub collection. There's a lot. There are a lot of games for the Switch that have like the Nintendo on the spine, and yeah, this is one of them. It's Game Studio. Hey, listen. Besides like doing game dev for work, let's just play a game and do some more game development on the Switch. No, it's just I will probably mess around with Game Studio. I'm very curious about it. I picked it up though right now because it did get like a patch for some Switch 2 improvements. Am I correct in saying that you can actually use the mouse now, or the Joy-Con as a mouse in Game Studio? But it does seem like a very fun way to get into like maybe game development or get like an understanding or of what you need to do to some extent though. It just seemed a bit more like visual scripting, you know, connecting like several elements and then making like your game mechanics and making things smooth. If I'm correct, some people are making some weird things in this. So yeah, I just want to check it out. Maybe it's super fun. Am I gonna make like a full game? No, of course not. I'm not crazy. But I do want to check it out. And again, it's one of those games with Nintendo on the spine, and it's a first-party title. Besides like the first-party titles, I do want to collect like all the Nintendo titles or the games that are published by Nintendo, which in most cases also have like Nintendo on the spine. Again, it's a long list. It's, I want to say around like 90 or 100 games. It's a lot. It's actually quite crazy. The Switch one is a beast. This one was a bit more expensive though. Want to say I paid 20 for Game Studio. Seemed like a good price. I think I want to say that was including shipping. But yeah, very curious about it. Yeah, just want to see it and experience it. But again, not really considering like making a full game, but just mess around with it and see if it is fun. Maybe make something stupid, because that's also a fun thing to do. But yeah, you know, 4 more titles for the Nintendo Switch. Can't complain. Yeah, again, I think the best one out of this deck is maybe SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, especially because it runs at 60 FPS, and I think, you know, compared to the PlayStation 4 version, maybe like the visuals are a bit downgraded, but not too much though. And I like 60 FPS, and then I can kind of ignore some of like the visual downgrades. Like I don't care too much about it. But yeah, for that price, I just wanted to have it in the Switch collection, similar to like Cosmic Shake. And yeah, Deadly Premonition. I know, man. I know. Listen, if you play Deadly Premonition 2 and you actually recommend it for the story and that it is a fun horror game, is it still like a horror game? I don't know much about Deadly Premonition 2. Nobody talks about it, besides like the performance and that it's not that great. But yeah, man. 4 more titles for the Switch. Can't complain at all. Very happy with it, especially for like the prices. And yeah, I do recommend checking out at least like the SpongeBob games. The SpongeBob game was also kind of like on my list. Quickly gonna check my notes. It's only one note. Yeah, I was kind of triggered to purchase these because there's another one coming out. It's the Titans of the Tide, which also seems very like a very fun SpongeBob platformer game. I don't know when it is coming out. Want to say it's not gonna come out for the Switch 1. Sadly, it's gonna come out for the Switch 2 on a game card. It is what it is, but you know, maybe just check out like the PlayStation 4 version. Yeah, game cards. Enough said about that. Anyway, that is gonna do it. It's a short video next week. Yeah, most likely another Switch video again. But I am also considering in recording a video where I kind of go over some games that I have actually been playing. So if you want to hear that, do let me know, because I had my summer vacation and played around like 8 or 9 games or so, and finished most of them, at least 7 or 8. So yeah, maybe that's a cool video to do to kind of change it up for a bit. Can't always be picking up video games. And you know, there might actually be a couple of games in there that I've not even shown yet. Might be for next week. Like, I don't know. My summer vacation sadly ended like last week. So kind of back into, I wanted to say the grind, but that sounds very negative. Just have like other obligations now again, and no time to chill out and play some video games. I played a lot of video games in the summer and did some game dev work though. Anyway, that's most likely for next week or another Switch game pickup video. Do let me know what you prefer. And having said that, thanks all for watching. And as always, appreciate the likes and the subscribes. I really do. And have a nice day. See you all later. Bye.